Young. They can't. We don't want old guys, right? We made that very clear, right? No old men. We do not want no old men. Oh, you do want an old man? How old?
Let me see. 52, 53.
Like yes! See, I like you.
Yes.
Yes. And what about you? What kind of guys do you like?
Man like you, I want.
Older. Thank you.
So the guys in the village get free Viagra?
Oh,
no. I've got time for one final adventure here in this country. And I wanted to visit a place. I'm on my way down to the airport. It's almost time to leave. But I read about supposedly an interesting Maroon village called Santigron, which is really in the middle of nowhere. And I want to show you where I'm headed here. We're going, you know, basically out onto these country roads. And I hope I'm not getting lost here. I've got Google Maps working, but I have a feeling once I get to this destination, I might be completely screwed.
In 500 meters, turn right.
About getting back to the airport. But anyways, I'm trying to go to this Maroon village, and I don't even know what's going to happen, to be honest with you, because it says in my guidebook that you shouldn't come here independently and without a guide because they don't want outsiders. So I tried to make contact with this guy named Kenneth, who is a guide supposedly in this village. I sent him a Facebook message. I haven't heard back. I took a screenshot of a picture of the guy, so I'm just gonna go there and say, hey, people that I see, it's like a one-street little village, and say, hey, has anybody seen this guy Kenneth? I was really hoping to get a tour from him and hope that I am not chased out of the village with pitchforks. I don't know. By the way, if you didn't see my village, my vlog about the visit to the Maroon villages, which was an absolutely amazing experience on the upper Suriname River, please watch that one. But if you haven't seen that one, you do not know what a Maroon is. So the Maroons are the descendants of enslaved people who escaped into the interior. And so they've developed this distinctive African culture here in this country. They've really clung to their traditions. There's 6 different Maroon tribes. I'm not sure. I believe they are Saramaccan, that is the tribe in this Santigron village, but it's supposed to be beautiful countryside in this area. So let's take a look around. We got a guy here riding his bike, and we're getting into the deep, deep countryside here, the jungle. And let's see whether we are welcomed in this village or chased out of it or somewhere in between. There is one Maroon village in Suriname called Dahomey where whites are not allowed to enter. And luckily, we did not know about that place before our trip because I might have tried to visit there and who knows how that would have gone, right, Josh? But take a look at Dahomey here for a second before we get into it.
What will happen if a white person comes in?
Death.
He will die. Huh?
Single.
I find the coolest women in this village right here. They're waiting for a ride to get to Paramaribo. And they guessed that I was really old, so they made me a little bit sad. But other than the fact that they think I'm super, super old, they're otherwise really, really nice. And unfortunately, their uncle just died. He died recently, so they're wearing this hats because this is a special mourning hat for in the Saramaccan culture. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. So please now introduce yourselves and say your name.
My name is Matthew.
Hi, my name is Jennifer. My name is Nero.
And would you ladies someday like to go to America?
Yes.
And so if any handsome, young, we don't want old guys, right? We made that very clear, right? No old men. We do not want no old men. Oh, you do want an old man? How old?
Let me see. 52, 53.
Like
yes! See, I like you. Because she knows I'm 52. And but you do not like old men. You made that very clear. So you want a guy who's how old about? 25, 22, 30? Something like this.
Yes.
And what about you? What kind of guys do you like?
Man like you, I want.
Older. Thank you. And what about rich? How rich do they have to be?
No.
You want a guy with a lot of money or it doesn't matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
Just so long as they're honest, or what quality? And what do you say?
It doesn't matter.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, come on, we got to have a guy with a little bit of money at least.
Let me see. Maybe. I don't know, Matt. Very nice.
Just any other qualities? What are the qualifications? Now, you prefer American guys, or what about a European guy or something like that?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't make any difference.
No.
And would you like to move to another country though, like America, or you like to stay here?
I like want to move. That is my dream.
To where? Which country?
It doesn't matter. Decent
Just
country.
some different country.
Yes.
Anyone.
different. Anyone.
But it's got to be a nice one.
Maybe United States.
Yes! I like to hear that. And now which city in America?
I don't know.
Which one?
I don't know.
Florida,
Everyone.
California.
California.
Not California. I thought you were going to say Florida. Florida. That's my state.
Okay, Florida.
Florida.
Yes.
You want nice warm weather. Because some places in America are cold. You know that, right?
Yeah.
What do you say? Where would you like to go?
New York.
New York.
Yeah.
But why New York? Because it's famous?
I don't know, right? But
Because it's a famous place?
yeah, I
But
say.
remember though, New York is cold. You like cold weather?
No, I don't like cold weather.
So what are you going to go to New York for then?
I don't know, yeah.
You got to think about that one.
Yeah.
Think about that one. All right. Can you tell the people something about this village? Like educate them a little bit?
Oh, this
I
village.
can't get all four
My-
of you. I'm not long enough. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, this village called Santigron.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting village. Where, how can I say this?
It's a very nice place.
Explain. You
It's a
explain why.
very nice place. We are good here. We like this place.
You are Saramaccans, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
we are-
Explain about the Saramaccan culture and tell people how do you say something in Saramaccan? Say hello or something.
Okay, hello. This is a Santigron. Han sekonde en u Santigron samaki. U lobe te.
What did you just say?
I say
She said
this.
she likes Santigron.
I like
Some
Santigron. We
people
all
come
these
in here
people in
and,
Santigron.
might like you coming here.
We like where people
Don't
come.
Like where we live.
What's great about it? What's interesting about this village and about Saramaccan culture?
Yes, because we have a river here. It's like
Yes.
a old, you know, like where our parents from.
Yes.
From before.
From the ancestors, from
Yes.
Africa.
Yes, from Africa.
Yes.
We live like we are from. Not like we are from. We are. We live like we are the slave of before.
Right. So let me explain to people because Americans don't know much about this. So the Maroons are the brave people
Yes.
who escaped.
Yes.
So they escaped from slavery. Then some of them were too scared to escape, but your ancestors were the people who were brave enough to leave and to escape. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. And so that's a proud part of your culture.
Yes.
And so when somebody comes here, what do you recommend that they do in this country?
What do you say?
What do you recommend from visitors who come to Suriname? What's the best part of Suriname? What's great about Suriname?
Yes, because we are.
What you say?
Nothing.
You're not saying it?
Because we are all the country. We are the most. We are free with our people. We are. How can I say this? Don't listen to me because I don't speak English so.
You speak
very-
English
we
beautifully.
Speak Dutch. We speak Dutch here. This.
You are very smart. You speak all these languages. You speak English, you speak Dutch, you speak Saramaccan, you speak
Yes.
Sranan-Tongo.
Yes.
You have 4 languages you
Yes,
speak, right?
I speak Sranan-Tongos here, but the English is about.
You speak 4 languages. It's very good. All
I
right.
know I speak.
So in the Saramaccan culture, how many wives can the man have? As many as he wants?
Yes.
And how many do they usually take?
7. Most of them 7.
So in this
5.
village,
No, not in this village. In this village, maybe 2.
2 or 3?
No, 1, maybe 2 or 1.
Okay. And so do you, when you get married, you're not married, right?
No.
Any of you married? Are you married?
No.
When you get married, how many would you accept?
How many?
wow.
What?
Only one.
Yes.
So you would not marry any guy who's already got some wife.
No.
You don't accept it.
No. I don't want somebody's man. I want one from me, only from me. Yes. I don't like people things.
So
I
that
don't
one you don't
share.
like.
I don't like that. I don't like share.
So that's the older generation who is allowing this. Now these days the younger women don't want to allow this anymore.
Yeah.
So
Maybe other girl, but not me.
So does that mean the culture is changing?
It's not changing.
But your preference,
Yes.
you personally.
Yes.
What are some other interesting thing about Saramaccan culture people should know?
There are a lot, but you know this English thing is you know,
You are good at English. Don't be
No,
shy.
We're not good English. We speak little English.
You speak good English. I think you speak very good English. Seriously. And also with 4 languages. Not easy to speak all those languages.
Okay.
I think you're smart.
Okay.
All right. What about, I want to ask a question about your sisters. Yes. Who's the boss? Which one's the boss? Who bosses the other ones?
She's the older one.
You're the boss, right?
She's the older.
Yeah.
So I'm used to being the youngest because I got 5 older brothers.
Okay.
When you're the youngest, right?
Yes.
When you're the youngest, everybody boss you around?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
You were saying, so you do African hair braiding.
Yes.
So, and if you came to the States, is that what you would like to do? Because that's a big business
I'm
in
a
the U.S.
stylist.
All right. What would you like to do if you came to the States?
One.
Same thing?
Yes.
Oh, so you'd be like partners. No, you would like to have your own business, not with your sister.
Yes.
You want to be your own boss.
Yes, that's my dream to come.
But you would you like to do the same thing, the African hair braiding?
Yes, I do.
What about you? What kind of work would you like to do? Or you don't prefer to work?
Let me see. English. Okay, that. I am a cleaner.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I cleaner. My work, what I do is.
That's important work.
cleaner. Yeah.
Cleaning of houses?
Yeah, cleaning houses,
Nice.
cleaning
Okay.
place. Oh, I don't know.
And in Suriname, how much money can you make cleaning houses?
Let me see. Maybe I make 2,000, 3,000.
U.S. dollars?
No.
No,
Suriname.
Suriname.
2 Suriname dollars?
No, maybe 6,000 Suriname dollars.
6,000 Suriname dollars.
Yeah.
In 1 month or how long?
1 month.
In 1 month.
Me, when I was working.
So that's like $200.
Yes,
a
when
month.
I was working, I made like 5,000-6,000 one day.
Doing the African hair braiding. Got it.
No, wiki,
Awa, iweki no.
wiki na, that-
Iweki no.
that is good.
And then you say mi weki yo, right? Did I already ask you what's the best thing about Suriname?
No.
What's the best thing about Suriname, would you say? This country?
It's the nature, how we live with each other. And we have nice places, you know.
What's the worst thing about Suriname? The low amount of money or something else?
Yes,
The money is hard to make.
yes, you have to work hard.
What do you think, sister?
Something.
You have the same answer as your sister? She's the spokesperson, even though she's the baby of the family.
Because I
You're the
love
elder. You're
talking
the elder
too much.
sister. I want to have your opinion.
Let me say.
The best thing about the country.
Maybe the same thing. If you don't work, you can't have money.
That's the worst thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to get work before you coming for your money, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not easy, right?
Not easy. But if you don't work, you can get money.
But the best thing?
If you, let's see,
You're working.
if you're working, you can make your money yourself, you know? And if you have someone who can help you, but in the same way, you know?
But what's the best thing about Suriname?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Can't think of anything?
No.
Yes, we
You
have
like to go to a
nice
different country?
places.
You would like to go to the States or some other country if somebody gave you the chance?
Yeah, I want to go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You do want to go.
Yes, all of us.
You all
That's
wanna
my
go.
dream
Yeah.
to go visit the United States.
All right.
Maybe my dream will come.
How is your dream going to become possible? What do you think? Meeting a guy? That's the easiest way.
Maybe, but I like to work,
Yes.
provide for
To get a
myself.
job.
Yes.
And take care of yourself and be independent.
Yes. That's
You're smart. You're very smart.
Yes. Because I love make my
Why are these flies attacking me? What did I ever do
Because
to
it's
you?
raining.
What did I ever do to you? These flies.
because it's raining. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
You can't always take the advice of guidebooks, right? The guidebook says, don't come here without a guide. The people are not welcoming. You may get a frosty reception. It said this is the Brat Guide to Suriname. It says that the people may be unfriendly towards you. Well, so much for that, huh? We just already made 3 friends here in the village. I love it. Let's see what else coming into the village here. And looking for Kenneth. I just asked one guy, where is Kenneth, this tour guide, and they said, oh, he's further. Everybody knows Kenneth, so. Let's hear your instruments. Go ahead, guys. Let's hear you. We got the band here. Look, there's you. There's you. There's you. There's you. Look. There's you. And there's you. Landsveld Ludvig. Ludvig. You're in Santigron. And this gentleman is, you will never believe, 80 years old. What is the secret to good health, in your opinion?
My secret?
Yeah. Secret to looking young. What do you eat? You eat healthy?
I eat. Groente, hoe noemen we dat? Groente, hè? Groente.
Vegetables.
Yeah.
Not junk food.
Yes.
So you eat vegetables.
Not junk.
And you grow your own vegetables? Does he make it himself?
Yes, yes, yes.
Ah, okay. And you eat your wife's cooking, or you're the cook? Who's the cook?
I cook.
You're the cook.
I cook, my wife cook.
Both you cook. Thank you.
Plain.
Eloisa.
Yeah.
And you are married 60 years. 6-0? 60 years together? How many children you got?
5.
5. Okay. I'm one of 6. I'm the youngest of 6. And this, you're the eldest.
Yes.
Were you the only one to go to the States?
To live there, yes.
To live there, yes.
My siblings came to visit.
Do you mind coming on the video too? I'll introduce you. Can I introduce you?
Yes.
All right. And tell me your name, sir.
I'm Raymond Landsveld.
And this is Raymond Landsveld.
Used to live in New York.
A former New Yorker, born in Santigron, though.
Born in Santigron, yes.
Who made it rich. No, but he worked for the UN.
Yeah.
He worked for the United Nations in New York City. So imagine that. You came from this small town.
Yes.
And you worked for the biggest, most powerful organization in the whole world.
Yeah.
Now you're building a house to come back for your retirement.
To live here, yes.
And so why did you choose to come back to your home village for your retirement?
Because I've always have connection with the village, and I believe I've spent the biggest part of my life in developmental work. You know, I work together to bring electricity, potable water,
wow.
Get the, improve sports and social, the social development of the village. So I feel like I should live it. It's best to demonstrate it, to be in the practice of it.
So what would you like to do for this village now, when you come back?
Yeah, well, for people to find ways to, increase their earnings, to improve the social and the togetherness of the village, giving the young people that they don't need to leave like I had to. So, yeah, I was telling you from what we learned from our parents and ancestors is that the village was established around, before the 1900, around the end of slavery times in Suriname, because this used to be 1863, 1870s. This used to be old plantation area. And so after the plantation time, the slaves moved out. But the government was, at that time, promoting for Maroons who had fought wars with the government to come closer to the city, so that they could work and they could. And so in this area there was a lot of wood, so a lot of logging took place. So the Saramaccan Maroons came out here to do logging. And so it was first like a working establishment, and then their families followed and they got children, and so people stayed.
And, is there a lot of unemployment here?
Yes, yes. It has also to do with the fact that most people are underskilled or don't have the right skill set for the jobs that, that are out there. Because also here, the educational system has not developed well. That's why my parents choose to leave to go to the city.
You to the city.
Yeah, right.
Thank God they did that for you, huh?
Yeah.
They were smart enough to do that.
Yeah. I left when I was around 7 years old. But luckily we came back all vacations.
This way or which way we going?
We can walk this way. That's my aunt.
Okay.
That's Heloisa's younger sister.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah. This used to be.
She's disappearing.
This Buso. Oh, yeah. These are my nieces.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Dave. I'm from Florida.
Their father is back over there.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Their father is a younger brother of my mom, and he's actually there at the house.
So when you say they're back over there, you mean in New York?
No, no, no. Where we left.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the guys who's over there.
So-
and she's a younger sister of my mom.
Would some of your relatives like to go to New York like you did, or go to the States, or no?
I think if he said, "Boy, I'm going to New York," look for.
You like to go too? What would you do in New York? What would you like to do? Just have fun. That makes sense. That's not a bad answer, right?
No,
But it's
no.
hard to take people to the States, isn't it?
If you don't have an idea what to do over there,
Right.
You know, then
Here's what I advise people. You tell
Yeah.
me if you think this is bad advice, especially if I meet a woman who wants to go to the States. I say the easiest way is to meet a man and get married to an American, right?
But
If you marry an American citizen, they can bring you over.
Right.
But otherwise, it's hard to go
Yeah,
over.
but it's bad if she's already educated, she has good papers, she can
Yeah.
work over there,
Yeah.
then it's best, right?
To go to the States?
To go to the States.
Well,
yeah.
Honestly, yes. But you don't want all the best people to leave your village too, right?
But normally
That's the hard thing.
that's what's happening in most developing countries, and Suriname is not the exception.
Someone's hiding there. Someone's
exception.
hiding behind the door.
That's the younger sister.
She don't want to be on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay.
I understand.
Yeah. Maroons, all the Maroons,
Yeah.
we live in a matrilineal family
Yes,
structure.
so the women inherit, right?
Right.
Through
So,
the women.
so his father's sister's son
Okay.
can become the chief, not
him. Okay.
If his uncle, his mother's brother was a chief,
Right.
then he could become a chief.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's how it
So
works.
that's how it works. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And so tell other unique things about the man is king in the, but otherwise it's through the women, but the man is still king in the
Yeah, the
Maroon
man
culture,
is. The
right?
man he's still the leader. He's still the chief
Of the family.
But it's not his sons or his children's
Right.
that will be inheriting
Got it.
from him.
Got it.
It's his sister's children because they belong to the same family,
Okay.
to the same matri clan.
And so
you
there's
know.
just one captain of the village, or there's a few?
No, there are more because there are like 14 clans.
Which way we
14 that way.
This way, okay.
14 families here. So and all clans have a leader.
Right.
Yes.
So the captains of the village,
Yes.
are they usually guys who have money? They have maybe more than one
No.
wife? They have...
Well, you can have more wives here.
Right.
So, but that's not like an indicator or something.
It's not an indicator of wealth if you have several wives, because you need more money to
Yeah,
support all
it's
the-
not about wealth. It's about being able to lead the family, and so the family will decide. They'll pick someone who can hold the clan together because there needs to be balance with the other clans and so on. So if your leader is weak,
Yeah.
then in the leadership of the village, your family's
Yeah.
interest will be less
Reduced.
Right. So
So
politics, village politics, and so on, knowledge about the history and the culture, those are the yardsticks for becoming a chief.
Are those things changing though? Like the polygamists, are the younger people still doing those traditions, or it's changing? They're only taking one wife, things like that. Are they still sometimes doing 2 or 3 or how many?
Yeah, there is, but it's getting less and less.
What's getting less and less?
That one man have many more wives and so on, because it's
More uncommon.
It becomes more uncommon because
Also the cost of living to support multiple women is not easy, right?
Exactly.
How do you... And is there any other unique element of Saramaccan culture that would be interesting to tourists
Here,
we didn't discuss already? Yeah.
yeah. When it is organized, then the cuisine, the food,
Yeah.
and the dancing and singing.
Yes.
Yeah, but then some of these, like we said, some of the younger people are not here right now. They went somewhere to work,
Right. Yeah.
But sometimes you don't need to organize it. Sometimes it's organized. Like this weekend, we will have a funeral.
I heard that these women I met, they said their uncle died.
Their uncle died.
I heard,
So there is going to be a funeral, And because there is going to be a funeral, there are certain rites and certain ceremonies that take place. If you're here, there's something splendid to see.
So
it's
a Saramaccan funeral, is there anything different about it than a
much
normal
more
Suriname
different.
funeral?
Other people say that we are feasting, we are partying. That's how they look at it, because we have a lot of drumming and dancing and singing going on.
Is it like a celebration?
Like a celebration, exactly.
That's cool, though.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah.
So there's dancing and like you celebrate the person's life, and do people talk about them and say what they were like, and that's cool.
Yes, they do that.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So this is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could come here. You could have boat rides for the tourists right here.
Yeah.
Right.
So this river.
Yeah.
The people living in the upper Suriname River, they call themselves Saramaccan people.
Yeah.
But they live at the Suriname River.
Yeah.
That's because there were less plantation on this river, so it was easier to flee, to go through Maroons from this river.
You mean so the ancestors who were fleeing from the Dutch plantations?
Yes, they used this river to escape.
To escape.
And then they went to the upper, regions of the river, and there they met the tributaries of the Suriname River, and they crossed. Because most of them had the idea that somehow they could go back to Africa. And they knew from the slave ships that when they took them up, they saw that the sun came up in the east.
Okay.
So if you want to go back to Africa, you have to move east.
Okay.
And that's why if you know the 6 tribes that are in Suriname, the Njuka tribe, for instance, most of them came from the Suriname River, but they moved east.
Yes.
The Saramaccan people, they came from the Saramaccan River, they moved east to the Suriname River. The Quinti people came from the Quarantine, which is the Quinti River, and they moved east to the Kapanama River. So most of them were there, whilst they were somewhere when they thought they were safe, they made the movement to go east.
And that's a good overview of the six different Maroon tribes. Too, also for the people listening who don't know, so also the Maroons, of course, are the ancestors of the rebels, people, the brave people who were rebels, who were not content to remain on the plantations, who were brave enough to escape from the plantations. And so that's got to be kind of cool to have those people as your ancestors, because they were the brave ones, right?
Yeah, we proud ourselves to be that, to be the descendants of the ones that rebelled, that didn't stay in the strong ones and kept African culture. That's why you could come here, wood carving, and when we go back, I'll show you some of my own carving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And there's a huge pink house over there, which I thought was interesting.
It's interesting because this is something. So here, when women are in their period, they're supposed not to be, clean and be involved, and so they go and stay there.
So the pink house is when we're on our period.
Yeah. I see the door is open, so that means people are in there.
So
but
we won't go in.
No.
So they're supposed to be a little sequestered, right?
Yeah, but they can...
Traditionally, they're supposed to...
They are not supposed to be participating in some activities. They have their own routes through the village to go to the plots and do other things. And other women can go there, men don't go there. So they can have their activities.
So traditionally, though, at least like the book that I read about the culture, it said something like, traditionally, I'm not saying right now, but it used to be believed that you didn't want to come into contact with a woman who was menstruating because it takes power
away from
men.
From not only men, but from some of the spirits and the things that you would do.
Right. And so can you explain that? Like what do they mean by taking away the power?
It's the belief, because people put charms and things on their body to get some powers.
Got it.
And if something unclean gets in touch with it, it takes the power from the charm.
Got it.
Or,
And this is the traditional house.
This is where the first captain lived.
So this would be a traditional Saramaccan house.
Yeah. Cool. And I was the eldest, so like my parents had 5 children.
Okay.
But we lived like in a communal ground. So the other sisters had their houses next to my mom's. and so on and so on.
Well, how many kids all sleeping in the same room is, I guess, what I mean.
Well, sometimes we did that for fun. We left our parents' houses and then we grouped together, especially when I was like about 13, 14 years. Then when we were here, we would go with bunch of cousins and so on. And then in the morning, we would go eat at our parents' houses or not, because we would go fishing for ourselves and then cook.
In beds or on the floor?
No, in hammocks.
Hammocks?
Yeah,
Outside
man.
or inside?
Inside.
Hammocks inside?
Yes.
So how many hammocks could you fit in one house?
Many.
Many? So
Yeah.
it's a decent sized house then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Many. Yeah. That used to be the house that my grandma's sister, this one here.
Sister.
Yeah, this is like family.
And nobody lives
Plus.
there anymore?
Her son, my mother's cousin.
Okay.
This is from a cousin. He's building it. So this is like family ground. Basha means assistant chief.
Assistant chief.
Yes.
And so can you translate for a second? What is the duty, like give me an example of some duties of an assistant
So
chief.
Yedu.
So like, tell me stuff.
Right now, no, you're gonna.
I go first side there. I go put in a toilet.
So
Toilet for them.
you see, there was a building
Yeah.
across from where the cross was.
Yeah.
That is a communal place when we have funerals taking place there. So he's gonna fix that place up. That's one of
Said
his
something
duties.
about a toilet, right?
Yes, so that it's running and so on.
You go piss.
So he has to take care of the place. And right now, I think one of the toilets are not functioning well, so he's going to repair them.
And ask him, how did he become an assistant captain?
Fai do kontrom Basya.
Well, na maniri sabi abi. Yeli bung.
Yeah.
Ina kuarang asma.
Yeah.
Yang busma.
Yeah.
Ada mai poti bas ya.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand that? It's because of his manners. He's good mannered. He doesn't have enemies and so on. And so the people appoint you.
And so the people voted for him?
Yes. Yeah.
Ah, like an election.
In the family, there's a discussion.
Cool.
And then they'll say, yeah, that guy.
Is he married?
He used to. Attack if you before.
No, I
don't have no. Yeah. But he has children and grandchildren. Yeah.
He used to have just one wife.
No.
No.
How many wives?
5.
5 wives. Oh, you're a big man.
No. 5. 5 me abi.
Oh, 5 children. Yes, 5 children.
Oh, I thought he had 5 wives.
Yeah.
One vrouw.
Only
Wait,
one.
one. My baby, a vrouw too.
He speaks German?
Yeah.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch? He speaks some Deutsch.
Yes,
Netherlands. Yeah.
Netherlands. Oh, you speak some Dutch. Okay.
Yeah.
Dutch. Okay, that's very cool. Would you like to see some tourists come in this village as a captain?
Attack if you want tourist take in. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it liba say that Aussie?
I have an idea.
Mooi liba. You gonna liba say?
Yeah.
You gonna about a pie to.
What's he say?
He said they're gonna fix the riverside and put
Make
some
it nice.
boats nice so that the tourists can enjoy the river.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
How about we get some? Tell him. What does he think of this idea? How about we get some beautiful women from America to come visit? Does he like? Because he's a single man now, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
He already said yeah.
All right. We're grabbing some beers now. Cheers. 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 Cheers.
You say something so much about you.
Why do you like Donald Trump?
He's good. He's just good. He's express himself. He's telling the truth.
You think he's funny?
Not funny. He's right.
You think he's correct?
Yes, he's correct.
About what?
About who the white man thinks.
About what?
Who the white man thinks. Trump and the one of the Netherlands, Mr. Wilders.
Yeah. They're correct?
They are correct.
Explain.
They express it, how the white man
thinks. You mean keeping people out? Keeping out the immigrants? Or what do you mean?
This is one of them.
I cannot talk about the immigrants.
Okay.
The white men, they are the immigrants.
Right.
They come from Europe.
But so why do you like Wilders and Trump?
They speak their minds out.
They speak their minds?
Yes.
They're not afraid?
No.
What else you like about them? Anything?
I don't like liars.
And you think they tell the truth?
They are telling the truth.
Okay. Yeah. And you're something like a medicine man?
Yes, I can cure a snake bite.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you cure a snake bite?
With two plants
Okay.
with the juice of 2 plants.
Okay. What other kind of medicine you have?
I have spiritual. If you have stomach pain, I can cure that.
You can fix that.
Of course.
And what about, I'll give you the microphone. You talk inside the microphone, okay?
Oh, yes.
And so can you also cure like men, like Viagra, like a natural Viagra? You have this medicine?
Yes,
For men to get like for good for sex?
Yes.
And where do you get this? You get this in the jungle?
In the forest.
Is it a secret what you use?
Yes.
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
So as a medicine man, you can't explain.
I cannot tell you exactly what I use, but I
But
can.
so explain, a man can come to you, and if he says he cannot have erection or cannot with wife, you can find a natural Viagra.
Of course. But,
Does it work?
Yes.
I think they make Viagra from it.
From it.
Do they really?
Yes. Yes.
So explain, what do you do? You give him, it's like something you put in the tea or the water or a bath, or what is it? You drink it?
We can use it in different way. We can put it in water. We can squeeze it out of the plants and then give to the
And how long
patient.
does it take to work?
3 minutes.
2-3 minutes?
Yes.
And immediately?
Exactly from the snake bite.
No, I'm talking about for the Viagra.
For the Viagra, maybe yes. If you are in action, bingo.
So if your woman wants it,
yes,
you take the drink. Is it a drink?
It's a drink. An hour before you go to
It
action.
takes 1 hour.
Yes,
And then you can go into action in the bedroom.
of course.
And what do the men say about it and the women afterwards? Do they say it works good?
Yes.
It works
Maybe-
good?
Yes.
How much does the medicine cost?
We use it for our people in the village people.
Yeah.
We don't ask money.
Oh, you give it for free?
Yes, we don't do that for commercial.
Man, then you have right.
You will, yes.
So the guys in the village get free Viagra?
Oh,
No. In New York City, there's no free Viagra.
no.
It's free in New York.
So that's one of the benefits of coming home, right?
Yes.
You ever tried his medicines?
Huh?
You ever tried his medicines?
We all try
Do
it.
they honestly work?
Yeah.
They do work?
I think that these
You hear from friend from Mr. Raymond, he have a good one.
Yeah.
Go to him, he have a good one. So we did it like that.
Yeah?
Yes.
What a great travel lesson that was. You know, I almost did not go to that village because, as I said, the guidebook said, do not go to this village without a guide. You will probably receive a very frosty, unwelcoming reception. Well, it couldn't have been more untrue in this case, right? Sometimes, you know, people will tell you don't go to a place and they're correct, but you never know until you try it yourself, right? So those people could not have been nicer to me, and it was such an interesting experience. I only regret that I was not able to fly my drone there because it's raining. I wanted to give you folks an aerial picture of how remote that village is and the lush greenery around it. Could not do that, unfortunately, because it's raining. And I don't want to miss my flight either, but what a special experience that was. I loved meeting all of those warm and welcoming Saramaccan people. And I did buy them a round of drinks, by the way, in case you're wondering too. I did buy them a couple of huge bottles of beer that we were sharing there. So I did buy at least a couple of rounds of beer. And I did buy all the children some snacks and sweets, in case you're wondering whether I did anything nice for anyone. And I did also buy the women that I met, those 3 sisters that I like so much. I bought them some beers too. They actually were catching a ride, so I just gave them some money to buy themselves some beers, because I did want to buy them beers, but we didn't have time to do that. So I did buy some beers for people. I bought some candy for children. We shared some stories. Now I'm going to make this video, and I hope you go to places like Santigron, because why not? Get way the hell off of the beaten track and do something different, you know? And let's leave this video right here, huh? On this lonely road leading out to Santigron. And if you folks made it with me this far into the video, thank you so much. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much, especially my subscribers, but everyone who watched me have this little adventure. So please do me a little favor. If I've given you some entertainment or some information or anything worthwhile here, do me a favor and like this video. Please comment on the video, because that helps me to share it. That's how the YouTube algorithm works. If people like and they comment, they show it to more people. And please, most important, subscribe to my channel and follow me for more adventures just like this one. Until then, thank you so much, folks. We'll see you in the next one.